Your car might be hesitating, stalling at lights, or burning more fuel than it should, and most drivers never suspect the real culprit. It's not the spark plugs. It's not the fuel pump. It's a tiny sensor hidden in plain sight, your throttle position sensor. When it falls out of sync, your entire engine feels off. The good news? You don't need a mechanic or fancy tools to fix it. In this video, I'll reveal 4 little-known reset secrets that can bring your throttle back to life, and the final one is the exact method pro shops use but never tell customers. Secret number 1. The key-on pedal. Relearn trick. One of the quickest ways to reset your throttle sensor is using nothing more than your ignition key and gas pedal. It sounds almost too easy, but this trick can prompt your car's computer to recalibrate the TPS without any tools. Here's how it works. Ignition on, engine off. Turn the key to the on position without starting the engine. This powers up the electronic control unit and the throttle controls. You may hear some whirring sounds as the system wakes up. That's normal. Slow pedal presses. Next, slowly press the accelerator pedal all the way to the floor and release it completely, and repeat this a few times. Doing a couple of smooth full presses helps the ECU learn the full range of the throttle from fully closed to fully open. Some mechanics call this a pedal dance. It's like reminding your car, hey, this is what 0% throttle and 100% throttle feel like. Alternate method. The 5-second hold. There's a slight variation of this trick that many drivers swear by. With the ignition on, push the gas pedal to the floor and hold it for about 5 to 10 seconds, then release. After that, turn the key off. This method essentially does the same thing. It clears out the old throttle settings and tells the computer to register the closed and open positions anew. It's been known to work on several models. After performing the key-on pedal trick, go ahead and start the engine. Let it idle for a moment and see if it runs smoother. Many times you'll notice an immediate improvement in throttle response. The beauty of this secret is its simplicity. No wrenches, no computers, just your foot and the ignition. It's a quick reboot for your throttle sensor that can cure rough idles and poor acceleration in one go. Remember, every car is a bit different. While most modern vehicles respond to this pedal relearn procedure, a few might not. But don't worry, we have more tricks ahead. Secret number 2. Hard ECU reset via battery disconnect. When in doubt, reboot the system. Just like restarting a glitchy phone or computer, resetting your car's engine control unit can clear any incorrect throttle settings. The secret here is doing an ECU hard reset by disconnecting the battery power, but with a clever twist to make it extra effective. Basic battery reset. The standard approach is to disconnect your car's negative battery terminal for about 5 to 10 minutes. This cuts power to the ECU, which can reset stored throttle position data and other learned settings. Many professionals suggest at least 10 minutes, or pressing the brake pedal after disconnecting. Once time's up, reconnect the battery and start the car. This alone often forces the ECU to forget the old TPS calibration and start fresh. Secret trick. The capacitor drain. If you want to ensure absolutely everything is cleared, here's a pro tip most drivers don't know. Disconnect both battery terminals and safely connect the 2 cable ends together for about 1 to 2 minutes. Important. Do this only after the cables are off the battery posts. You can use a jumper wire or even touch the clamps together. And never short a connected battery. We're only linking the cables after they're disconnected from the battery. This trick drains any residual charge from the car's capacitors, completely wiping the ECU's memory of throttle settings. Essentially, it's a full reboot, as if the car's computer came straight from the factory with no learned data. After a hard reset, the engine may take a moment to recalibrate things. Start the car and let it idle. You might notice the idle is a bit unstable at first. That's normal after clearing the memory. The car is relearning the idle and throttle positions from scratch. This battery disconnect reset is especially handy if you've recently replaced the TPS or throttle body, or if the ECU was stuck using bad data. It's a universal method across most brands and models because every vehicle's computer will reset when it loses power. Secret number 3, idle relearn. So you've reset the throttle sensor using the tricks above. What's next? Now, let your car do its part. One secret that many people skip is the idle relearn process. Think of it as teaching your engine to idle nice and smooth with the freshly reset TPS. It only costs a bit of time, but it's crucial for a perfect reset. After performing a TPS reset, start the engine and let the car idle without touching the throttle for about 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure all accessories are off during this time. What's happening is the ECU is quietly adjusting itself. It's checking the airflow and throttle position at idle and figuring out how to maintain a steady idle RPM. Your car is basically doing yoga, finding its center. This patience pays off. By the end of the idle relearn period, you'll often find that the idle RPM has stabilized and the engine runs much smoother. Why is this necessary? When the throttle sensor data is reset, the engine might not immediately know how to hold the idle. It lost its memory of what a proper idle throttle position was. Giving it time at idle is like giving the car a reference point again. In fact, some automakers specifically recommend a long idle after an ECU reset. For example, Ford's procedure after a TPS reset is to let the vehicle idle for at least 15 minutes with no throttle input. During that time, the computer learns the new baseline. Similarly, many mechanics suggest a short test drive afterwards. Once the 10 to 15-minute idle is done, take the car for a gentle spin around the block. Try a mix of light acceleration and coasting. This helps the ECU refine its settings across the RPM range. The idle relearn is a step you do not want to skip. It's simple, yet not common knowledge among everyday drivers. Skipping it can leave your car stalling at stoplights or the idle hunting up and down even after a reset. So be patient and let your car idle its way to a smooth, stable engine. Your TPS reset will be that much more effective for it. Secret number 4. Clean the throttle body for a fresh start. Surprise! Sometimes the secret to resetting your TPS isn't just electronic, it's mechanical maintenance. A dirty or carboned-up throttle body can throw off your throttle position readings and confuse the ECU. In other words, your TPS might be reading a partially clogged throttle as if it were slightly open or closed when it shouldn't be. The fix? Give that throttle body a good cleaning and then reset the TPS. This 1-2 combo can work wonders. Over time, carbon deposits build up inside the throttle body around the throttle plate. These deposits can prevent the plate from fully closing, effectively altering the baseline throttle position that the sensor reports. Your engine might compensate by learning a wrong idle position. Cleaning the throttle body removes those deposits and often instantly improves airflow and idle quality. It's often enough to resolve sluggish response or rough idle issues by itself. However, and here's the kicker, after cleaning, the ECU might now be out of sync with the nice, clean throttle because it was used to the dirty state. That's why pairing a cleaning with a TPS reset plus an idle relearn is the ultimate recipe. You're giving the car a clean slate physically and electronically. How to clean. This isn't a throttle body cleaning tutorial, but in brief, you'd remove the intake hose and spray a throttle body cleaner on a cloth to wipe the inside of the throttle body and plate. Pro tip: don't push the throttle plate open with your fingers on electronic throttles. Have someone press the pedal or carefully rotate it by the actuator if possible. Forcing it can damage the drive-by-wire motor. Clean all the black soot off the edges of the plate and bore. Once it's shiny, put everything back. Then, do a battery disconnect reset or the pedal trick, and let the car idle to relearn as we described. You might be amazed that a car that was stalling or idling at 1,500 RPM calms down to a steady purr. Many drivers don't realize how much gunk on the throttle can mess with the TPS readings. It's a secret fix that often separates the DIY experts from the rest. In fact, if you skip this and keep trying to electronically reset a TPS that's reading a sticky, dirty throttle, you could be chasing your tail. So, if you've never checked your throttle body, give it a look. A good cleaning combined with the reset procedures can make your engine feel like new, with snappier throttle response and stable idle. It's like spring cleaning for your engine's intake, and your TPS will thank you with proper readings. Thanks for watching. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more car maintenance secrets. Happy driving!